of things. For our mighty God was not too proud for the stable and true.
I believe in Jesus,
I believe
the firstborn of all creation, the prelude to Adam, the author of Eden, by all, in all, through all, Genesis reason, the born bride. I believe earth is one of his love's brightest beacons. I believe in Jesus, the infant king, ruler of the heavens, the universe's spring, and yet he took the frailest of forms, the weakest of things. For our mighty God was not too proud for the stable and trough of Bethlehem's sting. I believe in Jesus, the forgiver of men. Since man would not come to God, God came to them. Though he spit in his face through our arrogance and sin, holiness still became flesh so that it might be forgiven. I believe in Jesus, the perfection of the law. For creation was doomed by the requirements it scrawled. But he came not to abolish correction, but succeed where we did fall. And then he wrote a new law on our hearts. Love God and love all. I believe in Jesus, the horribly betrayed. Unknown by the world, he himself had made, handed over to death by a follower to whom some silver was paid, disowned by a friend 3 times in one day. I believe in Jesus, the ever-turning cheek, no sword in his hand. He took the way of the weak, redefined strength as beaten and meek. When men struck him on his back, only forgiveness did he speak. I believe in Jesus, the servant on the cross, to save the lives of the sinful. He considered his own life lost, endured the torture of men, whips and nails in his flesh were embossed, received the righteous wrath of God, the judge bearing our judgment, the ultimate cost. I believe in Jesus and that flesh in the tomb. You see, he bore the end of a normal human as he was born of a human's womb. He died a criminal's death and was buried in some other man's room. God, the Son, lay dead, the lifeless groom. But I still believe in Jesus and the body of his resurrection, for he redefined life in death's final rejection as he showed holes in hands to over 500 of his own selection, so that humanity would not be able to raise an objection to the fact that Jesus Christ is God the Son and has made the ultimate connection. So I believe in Jesus and the commissioning of his ascension. For he ascended to God's right hand forever in intercession, leaving his truth in the hands of the few, those first to be called his Christians. His hands and feet are now the church, his boundless, reconciling expression. This is our heritage. They are our relatives, and this is our confession. We believe in Jesus Christ, his death, burial, and resurrection.
And then right after this,
Oh, is there something next?
it's going to keep going.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I made a whole playlist so we just flow one right into the other. So in that little time, we're making our way up to get ready to sing. Does that make sense? Right? Yeah, I know that would be good, but I don't get it. Yeah. Now you think that. I know. Let me do that.
Worship and adore Him. Come, let us adore Him. Kneel down before Him. Worship and adore Him. Emmanuel. Emmanuel, 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 Emmanuel. Emmanuel, we worship you. We worship you.
Let's try this. No unity.
Come, let us adore Him. Kneel down before Him. Worship and adore Him. Come, let us adore Him. Kneel down before Him. Worship and adore Him.
Here we go, Park. Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
There you go. Sing part.
Emmanuel. 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 Emmanuel.
clean. Good. So now you guys get the concept? Okay, watch this. Keep it clean.
Why?
Why?
Why did Jesus come to earth?
Why forsake the majesty and fellowship of heaven?
Exchanging a palace for a stable,
Immortal comforts for a feeding trough.
and robes of glory for the feeble body of an infant.
An unparalleled irony, this supreme unrivaled nobility experiencing absolute and total humility.
Our sovereign God, Emmanuel, as a baby.
He didn't come to heap shame upon sinners, or to judge and cast out the impious, but to break bread with those called unrighteous.
He didn't come to illuminate every mystery of the cosmos or to enlighten the intellectual, but to fulfill the testimony of prophets clothed in rags.
He didn't come to elevate a single nation or to advocate a particular political affiliation. He came because he saw you broken in need of salvation.
He saw you lost and abandoned, crying out, surrounded by deaf ears, fighting through the tears, but beaten down by the torments of this world.
And unable to bear your distress, he renounced his eternal throne,
Walked the earth,
bore the stripes,
accepted the nails,
and gave up his last breath.
so that you could receive the breath of life. Our God,
Our holy, infinite God
beheld your pain
perceived your heart,
and determined that your soul was worth dying for.
from the manger to the cross to the empty tomb.
It is all a story of profound love, of a Savior who rescued his children from darkness,
Of a blameless king who declared that no sacrifice was too great for the sake of his beloved creation.
Why did Jesus come to earth?
He came for you.
So get ready. When I point to you, sing that whole line.
Okay. You said you about ready?
And the words will be up there.
Okay, hold on. Let me call you right back.
Is this something you want to try the first one?
Should I know this?
When Joanne Moon. I think that's enough, so I'm gonna cut the last song. Actually, it's nice, huh? There's that whole natural feel to it. That's actually it, Cassandra. We're only gonna do those. All right, so hopefully you guys out there in cyber world understand what we were doing. I hope you do. All right, see you guys soon. Love you guys.